But like anybody just like took a step back, in like a neutral position, you know what I'm saying? And just look at everything. I mean, and not the persecution wise, you know what I'm saying? But from like 94 to now, all the things that it applies to, you know what I'm saying? You will find that, after knowing that the brand really belonged to Jesus, you know what I'm saying, the whole time. From 1994 to now, everything that it applies to, you know what I'm saying? And you realize the whole time the brand belonged to Jesus. And then that's going to give you a little glimpse. When you stand back and see everything, that's going to give you a glimpse of how cool the Lord is. I told y'all, man, God is cool. Look at my older recordings, man. I made, so I got so many of these recordings, man. It's the best thing I could do, man. Share light, love, knowledge, encouragement, inspiration, also education, and even rebuke, when necessary. But I mean, all these things are biblical, for those who have a heart for God. You know what I'm saying? Not for people that don't have a heart for God, because then they ain't gonna look at things the way God intend for them to look at it. They'll probably get offended at rebuke. Things of that nature, and, knowing that, there's nobody that can go to heaven unless they humble themselves to like a child. You know what I'm saying? And because if not, God go look at them, as an enemy that's as big as him. You know what I'm saying? People that don't, you know what I'm saying? People that don't, anybody that's not humble and then they mess around and die, just, anytime, or whatever, anybody that's not, you know what I'm saying? Anybody that's still living, that's not humble. God look at them according to how they, they want to believe that they are, how they look at themselves. And, it's like with haughtiness, and God hates it. Pride and things, because God is God and he made man, for a purpose. And some people make themselves over that. And God take offense to that. And God will look at them like that. God look at them like they really, you know what I'm saying? In reality, there's nothing, nothing as large as God. You know what I'm saying? So that's not a position that a human soul would ever want to be in, But that's the reality that so many people will face, so already faced, when they get over there and God, they got to square up with God, and, things like that, they got to be judged. I mean, they'll be surprised, bro. Like the way tradition is so far away from, who God truly is. And that's what the Bible say, God, when you say that they didn't know God, because they look at, man, you know what I'm saying? God is in each other. You know what I'm saying? That's why he say, how can a man, it's in the Bible, how can a man love God whom he's not seen, but hate his brother who he has seen? It's in the Bible, man, all along, They don't know God. Yeah, man, God is God. He made man in his likeness, except with, without the sin. The devil did the sin, But yeah, man, anybody who took a step back, though, and seen the picture generally, from a neutral position, just for a couple seconds or a couple minutes, and they see like everything, and it turns out all the things, that it applies to, when people have discernment, they'll understand what it applies to. They got spiritual discernment, then they can look and understand the things off instinct that, that you see the Lord's brand, all along. That's what all the brand was. The Lord's brand, That's who brand it was.